Hey, everybody. Hope you all are well. I am coming to you I'm going to be on a little bit of a rant today. Why is that? Because I'm passionate about helping you guys to stop showing up to networking events and leaving with only business cards. So last night I had a networking event in person, and it was awesome. It was standing room only. If you didn't come, you got to come to the next one because connections are happening. But I am just tired of seeing entrepreneurs come to networking events and leave with a pocket or a purse full of business cards, and nothing happens after that. It's so like, ugh. And I'm on a mission to stop the madness. So let me say this. When you go to a networking event, you typically register. Sometimes you have to pay. You pay, you get dressed, you get in your car, you drive across town, and you show up. And yay for that, because so many people don't show up. So the first key and step to success is to show up. And I am so happy when people take time out of their life to show up to network for their businesses. You show up and you meet some really cool people. And I know some really cool connections happened last night. When you show up to my events, I am adamant that you leave with appointments on your calendar. When you come to a Toni event, you're gonna make new connections because I force you to. But other leaders don't. They don't really care if you make real connections or not. They leave that up to you. And I know for a fact, if I wasn't standing on a soapbox talking to the people who are attending my events and making them know that they have to schedule appointments, they wouldn't. And so I'm talking to you all who keep networking, hoping that something magical is going to happen, and nothing does. You have to make it happen. You have to make it happen. Stop showing up to events and not scheduling one-to-ones. Stop it. It's no need in showing up if you're going to only leave with a bunch of business cards. Relationships happen after the event. And you, every one of you, have to make it happen. You have to make M-A-K-E it happen. Now listen, I know I sound like I'm not frustrated, I'm passionate. I didn't know how to do it either. I would show up to events, collect a bunch of cards, and sit down and wait for somebody to call me. News flash, nobody's gonna call you unless Toni is their coach. Nobody's gonna call you. And even some of my coaching clients, I still have to force them to take the drastic step to follow up. But if you schedule the date before you leave the event, there's no follow-up. So I bring together yesterday 40 people. Some were my Network in Action members, some were my coaching clients. A lot of them were first-time visitors. Ask me how many people came up to me after the event and said, I see you're probably an awesome networker. I told a story of how Mia has changed her life through networking. Ask me how many of them came up to me and asked me for an appointment. 0. Now, I went up to them and asked them for an appointment, but when the event said, when we said amen at the event, they should have beelined their behind up to me and stood in line to get on my calendar. Why? Because the organizer is the connector. The organizer knows everybody in the room. You need to know the organizer, not one. And some of them, I had to say, oh, would you like to meet with me and see how I can help you with your business? And some of them I had to say, pull out your phone and book an appointment. Come on, people. You wonder why your business isn't growing? Because you're not connecting. You're not building real relationships. You're not getting referrals. I'm just I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission. Everybody calls me the queen of networking. It didn't happen by accident, y'all. I had to get drastic. I had to get intentional. I had to show up when I didn't feel like it. I had to follow up when I didn't feel like it. I had to meet with people that I thought for sure nothing was going to come out of it. And then they end up introducing me to somebody in their network that I never would have thought they knew. I'm passionate about this, and you need to be a part of my network. I want to see how many of you who are watching this later send me a private message and ask me for an appointment. If anybody you should be connecting with, it should be me. Because not only am I a networker, I own my own networking group, but I'm a passionate connector of people. It is my mission to open doors for my network that they didn't even know existed. And yeah, you might have to join my event, my group, my networking group. And yes, you might cost you some money. It's the best money you'll ever invest in your business, connecting with a connector. So on that note, because I'm on a soapbox, on that note, I'm inviting you to theviralnetworkingconference.com. Just go to the website, theviralnetworkingconference.com. It's time to take your networking viral. It's time for you to show up and make real connections. It's time for you to learn how to turn those contacts, those business cards into contracts. But you got to be in it to win it. And you got to show up. The Viral Networking Conference is November 3rd through 5th. If you are Drastic, sign up as a VIP, come to Houston and connect with other VIPers. Only VIPs are invited in person. If you can't come to Houston, or if you're in Houston but you can't be in person, do general admission. But be there. It's the only conference you're going to go to where the host ensures you leave with connections and appointments on your calendar. I go to conferences all the time. The host could care less what I leave with. I care. I want you to grow your network to the point that you are international, if your business allows for that, and that you're connecting with people. I want many small connectors of people all over the world because they sat in my event and learned how to become connectors. When you become a connector, people connect you. You got to show up though. You got to show up for your own success. You got to be in it to win it. And so I'm excited to announce the viralnetworkingconference.com, November 3rd through 5th. Stop showing up for events with a pocket full of business cards. Learn how to connect. Learn how to follow up. Learn how to turn those contacts into contracts. I know some of you think you're a networker. I guarantee you, you're going to learn strategies that show you there's a long way to go. So I'm passionate. I'm excited. I want you to learn. And that's how you're going to make real money in your business. Learning to build relationships, getting known, getting connected so you can get paid and make six figures and beyond. This is Toni Harris Taylor saying take a drastic step today, like get yourself registered for the viralnetworkingconference.com for a fantastic tomorrow.